Hey guys, back with another game for you. We've got the Red Sox at the Indians again here. June 2nd, 1949. The Indians now one game behind Boston. Boston's lead is falling away. There's a strike to Ted Williams from Bob Lemon. As you'll remember, last time Cleveland won big, it was 12-4. 1-1 now the count on Ted. Lemon out there, 3.40 ERA, 3-1 the record, and his pitch to Williams hit straight to center. Dobie's got that one away. The Indians have to win something here as Vern Stevens up next. He takes the ball, hitting .318. Indians, if they win this game here, can be in a tie for first place with the Red Sox. And that lead that the Red Sox had that was really, really small over the last couple of games. Stevens now ahead 3-0 on Lemon. That lead has all but evaporated here. The next pitch is a ground ball over to second. Gordon has it on to first for the second out. Here is Dom DiMaggio. DiMaggio hitting .363. Takes the ball high. Makes people forget about his brother, except the Yankees aren't forgetting. 2-0 is the count on DiMaggio. Yankees, by the way, also a game behind the Red Sox right now. We have a three-way tie for first if Cleveland wins this one. 2-1 on Dom, and that's a ground ball to the left side. Keldner has that on to first, and we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. It's going to be Ken Keldner here leading off against Joe Dobson. Dobson's got a 3.21 ERA, 5-2 on the season, and Keldner takes a ball from him. And there's a strike. It's 1-1 just like that. It's a strike in the outside corner now. 1-2, and it's a line drive over to right field, but Zarrilla's there for the out, one gone. Here is Larry Doby. Doby takes the ball, 1-0. And that's on the corner inside, 1-1 the count, and that's another ball, 2-1. Doby hitting only .263, getting on base, but not doing as well as he could, and that has popped up over to Tebbets, the catcher, who's got that pop-up for the second out. Here is Mickey Vernon. Vernon doing a lot better getting on base, and he takes the ball. Mickey Vernon kind of on a tear as of late. 1-1's the count on him. That's a grounder right side, and Goodman, the first baseman, dives for that, but he can't get it. That's into right field for a base hit, so Vernon is aboard. That'll bring up Lou Boudreau. Boudreau, of course, the manager, hitting .336. He takes a ball inside and fouls one away off the thumb, so it's 1-1 in Boudreau. We'll play it straight away here. As you know, I always take control of the home team, and Boudreau fouls that one away. It's 1-2, so that's who I'm thinking about. It's inside for a ball, 2-2 on Lou. That's in the left center field, and that one is between Williams and DiMaggio. That splits them for a double, at least for Boudreau. Here comes Vernon around to score, and he rounds the third base, is into home, and is in there ahead of the throw, and it's a 1-0 lead for Cleveland. Bottom of the first inning, and the bats keep on swinging for them. Dale Mitchell now takes the ball, hitting .377. Pops that one up left side. Pesky, the third baseman, has that for the out, and we'll go to the top of the second. But the Indians have done their damage. It's 1-0, just like that. Billy Goodman now takes the ball low and inside, hitting .456. That's a video game number. 1-1's the count on Billy, and that's just low. 2-1. Hit to center field, and it's going to be Larry Doby who grabs that for the out, and there's one away. Now here is Al Zarrilla. So the Red Sox have these big hitters who can punish you everywhere in the order. That one's hit again straight to center. Doby's got that for the out. There's two away, and here's Johnny Pesky. This is not a lineup where you want to walk a whole bunch of guys. Pesky takes the ball. Hits that one up again to Doby. So Doby with a hat trick. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Bob Kennedy to lead this off for Cleveland. Kennedy hitting .255, takes a strike in the outside corner. And there's a ground ball into the hole left side and through for a base hit, and that'll bring up Joe Gordon. And so questions, I guess, about what you want to do here. I think we swing away. Fastball's in there for a strike inside corner, and it's 0-1. Ground ball to deep short. Stevens, good play, flips onto Stringer, and it looked like he had him at first, but no, Kennedy was in there before the throw, and that means that we've got runners on first and second now. Here is Jim Hegan at the plate. Question is, do you bunt now with Hegan? The infield has the corners in looking for the bunt, or do you have Hegan swing away and give Lemon a chance? I think we bunt here. And there is a sacrifice attempt, and Hegan misses it. It's 0-1. Next pitch comes in, and that's on the ground right side, but just foul. It's 0-2. We'll try one more time. And that's bunted straight out in front, and it's Dobson who has it. The pitcher throws on to Stringer, covering at first base for the out. But both runners move up. Runners on second and third now, only one out, and here comes Bob Lemon. Infield is up again. Lemon, though, hitting 5 for 15 this season, and we'll have him swing away. That's a ball to Bob. Fouls one away, 1-1. And that's inside, 2-1. Ground ball, shortstop. We're going to have Kennedy try to score. Let's see what happens. And Stevens throws to first. Kennedy scores. It's a 2-0 lead for Cleveland. And here now is Ken Keltner. Runner still at second base. That's lined to left center field, and that'll get to the fence easily. And so the runner scores, and Keltner on at second with the double. It's now 3-0 Cleveland. And here is Larry Doby. So the Indians continue to rock Boston pitching. Doby takes one low and off the plate, and that's off the plate again. It's 2-0. Hit over to the right side. That's a pop-up. The second baseman Stringer has that for the out, and that ends the threat. We go to the top of the third. It'll be Bertie Tebbets here for the Red Sox. He takes this strike in there. Pops one away. It's 0-2 on him quickly. Breaking ball is wide. 1-2. Fly ball center field. Doby has that for the out. One away. Loose Stringer now. That's off the plate for a ball. 1-0. High and away. 2-0. Sinker's low. Ball 3. Lemon looking like he's going to lose him. There's the strike. 3-1 in Lou. Breaking ball up and in, ball 4, and so Lemon walks his first, and that'll bring up Joe Dobson. Walk number 28 of the season, charged to Bob. Dobson takes the ball, and that's bunted back towards the mound. Lemon has it, throws over to Gordon, covering at first, and Stringer moves up to second. Here comes Ted Williams, now runner in scoring position, but with 2 outs. Red Sox still looking for their first hit. Ground ball shortstop, Boudreau has it on to first. We go to the bottom of the third. It'll be Mickey Vernon to lead this off for Cleveland. There's a strike in the outside corner. So the Red Sox did have a chance there as the ball to Mickey, 1-1. Swinging and missing the fastball is 1-2, and that's high, 2-2 on Mickey. Red Sox had a chance to score, couldn't take advantage of it. You know, that'll be in the papers if they lose. And there's a inside pitch swung on and missed by Vernon for strike 3, 1 away. Here now is Lou Boudreau, 1 for 1 today, now 341. Boudreau was leading the American League in hitting for a little while, and he's behind here 0-2 quickly. And he is hit in the side with the pitch, thinks about going to charge the mound, goes over to first instead, and he will be the runner there. Up now comes Dale Mitchell. Of course, it wasn't purposeful for Dobson to hit him because it doesn't do him any good. Here's Mitchell, runner on at first base, and that's way inside for a ball, and that's another ball, 2-0 on Mitchell. Dobson having some problems with his control here. And breaking ball is up and away. That's 3-0 the count now on Dale. He'll take this, and there's a strike. It's 3-1. And that's high for ball 4. And so here comes Bob Kennedy. Some of those pitch acts of self-destructive acts of pitching on the part of Dobson. Kennedy comes up 1 for 1 today. Did score a run earlier and looking to get another base hit. That's way outside, almost a wild pitch. 1-0 the count on Bob. A ground ball shortstop Stevens to Stringer for 1. Back on to Goodman at first. They double him up and we go to the top of the 4th. Still 3-0 Cleveland. Here is Vern Stevens to lead this off, so the Red Sox get out of that jam, and Stevens takes the ball, 1-0. Ground ball shortstop, Boudreau on to first, 1 away. Here's Dom DiMaggio again, takes the ball low, 0 for 1 today. That's a breaking ball out and away, 2-0. And there's another breaking pitch that misses. There's a strike there by Lemon, so it's 3-1. That's fouled away. Full count now on Bob, and that curveball is wide. So Bob got behind him, came back, and then lost him in the end. And here comes Billy Goodman. Goodman comes up and takes the ball. And that's driven on to deep left center field. Doby, though, goes back for that easily, makes the catch. And DiMaggio, who was running on that pitch, had to come back to first. There's 2 away, and here is now Al Zarilla, who takes a ball inside. The slider low, 2-0 the count. And that's low again, 3-0 on Zarilla. And he takes the strike here. Late call on the strike, and that looked low, 3-1. And that's a ground ball by Zarilla over to second, Gordon on to first. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Here is Joe Gordon, 1 for 1 today. Indians in control, and there's a curve in there for a strike and a change up high for a ball. Curve stays high, 2-1 on Joe. Ground ball, second base, Stringer on to first, 1 away. Hegan now. Jim Hegan comes up there. Of course, he sacrificed that last time up in a key play. 1-1 is the count on Jim quickly. No need to sacrifice here. And it's 1-2. There's the ball 2 to Jim, 2-2. That skips up there for ball 3, so it's a full count on Hegan. Ground ball, left side, Pesky on to first, and there's 2 away. Here now is Bob Lemon. Pop up, it's going to be Stringer, the second baseman, who grabs that for the out. And just like that, we go to the top of the 5th. Johnny Pesky here for the Red Sox, down by 3. Pesky takes a ball. And another ball low. Ground ball, Boudreau at short, on to first, one away. Bertie Tebbets now takes one way inside for a ball. And there's a strike, 1-1. There's one right of the knees for a strike. It's 1-2 on Bertie. And that's low and outside, 2-2 the count. Fly ball center field, Dobie's got that. Seventh put out of the game for Dobie. Earning his payout there is correct. 2 away, and there's a strike to Lou Stringer. Another strike at the knees. It's 0-2. That's low for a ball. Foul that one away. And there's a pitch swung on, held on by the catcher, Hegan. That's a foul tip, and that'll do it. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still a 3-0 lead for the Indians, and as I said before, they look like they're in control. Here is Ken Kellner again. That on-base percentage down now to 375 as he takes a ball, and there's a strike to him, 1-1. Pay attention to those on-base percentages as he fouls that away for another strike, because that's how I organize my lineup. It's by OPS. There's another ball to Kellner, 2-2, and that's high. Full count now on Ken. And that is low, and so he takes a walk. He strolls down to first base, and that'll bring up Larry Doby. Larry today, 0 for 2, has not been hitting as well as of late as he was in the beginning of the season. And there's a ball in there to Doby, 1-0. Loud line drive into center field for a base hit. It drops in front of DiMaggio. Kellner will hold at second. That'll bring up Mickey Vernon, and the Indians have something going here. Runners on at first and second with nobody out, bottom of the 5th. They already have a 3-0 lead, already have 6 hits in this game, and Vernon takes a strike. And another fastball inside corner for another strike. It's 0-2. There's a bullet to short past Stevens into left for a base hit, and we're going to hold the runners here, I believe. And so the bases now are loaded with nobody out for, guess who, Lou Boudreau. Boudreau so far today, 1 for 1. He has 1 RBI. Let's see what Lou can do here. That's smashed up the middle. Stevens can't get to that. Stringer just misses that, and that's a base hit. And here come the runners around. The Indians moving and moving. Mickey Vernon at the end of all that running around, thrown out at third base, but 2 other men score, and it is a 5-0 lead for the Indians. Lou Boudreau drives in another 2, driven in 3 so far today, and that brings up Dale Mitchell. Mitchell is 0 for 1 with a walk today, hitting .374, and he fouls one away. It's 0-1. There's a pop-up out of play. It's 0-2, and that changeup high. 1-2 on Dale. Ground ball right side. Stringer with a good play flips over to Stevens for 1, and that's all they'll get. Mitchell's in there at first with the fielder's choice. 2 away, and here now is Bob Kennedy. 5-0 Indians with the lead as Kennedy takes a ball. There's a ground ball up the middle for another base hit, and we're going to have Mitchell, of course, stop at second. We don't want to make that third out at third base. So Joe Gordon comes up now, runners on at first and second with 2 outs, and the Indians have done quite a bit of damage in this inning. They have 9 hits in this game off of Dobson. Here comes Gordon, and that's going to be a strike in there to Gordon. 0-1 quickly. Pop up, and it's out of play. It's 0-2 on Joel. Former Yankee now takes a ball, 1-2. Changeup is outside, 2-2 is the count. And the next pitch is swung on, foul tip, but Tebbets can't hold on to it. It remains 2-2. And that's low and outside, so it's a full count now on Gordon. And here comes the payoff pitch. Hit over to second base. Stringer has that easily on to first for the out, and we go to the top of the 6th. Joe Dobson comes up here now for the Red Sox, takes a strike. Another strike. It's 0-2 on Joe, and that's in low. 1-2. Ball 2, 2-2 as Lemon's pitch missed, and that was high. Full count now. And it's in there on the corner for strike 3. That's the second strikeout of the game for Lemon. 1 away, top of the 6th. Here now, Ted Williams. Ball outside to Ted, and there's a strike. 1-1. There's a sinker. 2-1. He goes around on that one. 2-2. Ground ball to Kellner, left side. No, it's Boudreau who gets that actually. Throws on to first for the out. 2 gone. Here's Vern Stevens. Ball high to Stevens, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0 is the count. And that one inside, 3-0 on Vern, and that is ball 4 right down to him. So Lemon loses another one, third walk of the game, and here comes Dom DiMaggio. 0 for 1 today. Everyone's 0 for everything. 1-1 now on Dom. And that's inside on him, fouled away. It's 1-2. Ground ball, second base. Gordon throws to first base, and that is too late. They're going to give that as a base hit to DiMaggio, and that is the end of that no-hit bid. And so that's about as close, I think, as you can get to no-hitting this 49 Red Sox team. I tell you, the Red Sox, both 1949 and 1950, had a crazy, crazy good offense if they had only had the pitching, and that's what you can see in this one. Apologies, 5-0 Indians because of their lack of pitching. Here's Billy Goodman now. Runners on at first and second for Boston. That's grounded into center field for a hit. Stevens going home. Here comes Doby's throw, and the throw is short, and Stevens scores. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Up now is Alzarilla. There's a strike into Zarilla, a slider backdoor. And that's deep to center field, but Doby is there for the out. Is that 8 or 9 putouts he has? I'm not sure. Everything going center field here for the Red Sox, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Jim Hegan, the catcher, who leads this off, and he takes a strike. Hits one over to left field. Williams races in for that one and just does get to it before it hits the ground for the out. There's one away. Bob Lemon now takes a strike away and chases one down and in. 0-2 quickly on Bob. That's up and in. It's 1-2. There's ball 2. 2-2 the count on Lemon. Fouled away. Still 2-2. Ball is high. It's a full count on Bob. Ground ball past the mound. Stringer has that on to first. There's 2 away. And here now is Ken Keltner, who takes a strike. It's a curve high. 1-1. There's a ball off the plate, 2-1, and there's ball 3. 1 for 2 today is Keltner. Scored 1, drove in 1. Fouls that one away. It's a full count on him now, and that's hit to deep left center field, and Williams is able to get that before it goes anywhere. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Indians still in control, 5-1. Here's Johnny Pesky, who fouls 1 away. And there's a ball. They checked the swing on that and checked it, and no, he didn't go. Ball 2 to Pesky, and there's a little pop-up past second base. Doby goes over. Basket catch for the out. 1 gone. Tebbets now takes the ball. Then another one. Ground ball to Gordon. Second baseman throws to first. 2 away. Here's Lou Stringer. Stringer not really much of an offensive threat, but Boston has to have someone play second. He takes the ball. Another ball on him. Ground ball, it's going to be Gordon who throws to first, and that's it for the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 5-1 Indians. Here is Doby. Takes a strike outside corner, and a breaking ball outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss of 1 down and in. It's 1-2. Line drive left side, and that'll be a base hit in front of Williams. And that means Doby's on at first base. Here now is Mickey Vernon, runner on at first. Vernon, it says here, hitting .636 against the Red Sox. 1-1 is the count on him. He's having a great game. Hits that one over to right field. Zarilla's got it for the out. There's 1 away. Now Boudreau takes the ball. And that's just inside for the second ball. 2-0 on Boudreau. And there's a foul ball, 2-1. And that's hit to the gap left center field. Williams DiMaggio, and it splits both of them. And here comes Doby around to score again. And he is called safe. That was a close play at the plate. Tebbets had the plate blocked. He tried to make the sweep tag, but the throw was just not in time. And that scores run number 6 for Cleveland. And we have a new pitcher. It'll be Frank Quinn in there. And our good old friend Matt Batts comes into play. So Frank Quinn is the relief pitcher here for the Red Sox. He faces Dale Mitchell with Boudreau on at second. And don't look now, but Boudreau is 3 for 3 today with 4 men driven in. There's a strike there to Mitchell, and there's a ball bounced, but Mitchell held back on it. Boudreau didn't go anywhere. Low and outside, 2-1 on Dale. Hit right center field. DiMaggio's got it for the out. Boudreau not going anywhere. 2 gone. Here now is Bob Kennedy, who's 2 for 3 today with a run scored. Grounds that one over. Stevens, shortstop, on to first for the out, and we go to the top of the 8th. And there you have Matt Batts leading this off. Takes the ball low. Batts hits one over to center field. Doby not able to get to this one for whatever number put out that would be. Batts is on safe at first, and that'll bring up Ted Williams. Williams fouls one away. We don't need to introduce Williams. Batts is an interesting player. Really was supposed to be the successor to Bertie Tebbets at catcher. 1-2 now on Williams as he fouls one away. Batts had a good offensive season in 48 and then sort of disappeared afterwards. There's a ground ball over to Gordon, flips over to Boudreau for 1, on to first for the twin killing. There's 2 away, and here comes Vern Stevens. Williams now 0 for 4. But I told you the Boston newspapers will eat him up for this one. Vern Stevens now is 0 for 2, and he takes the ball inside. Like I said, Bats, I thought was a pretty good player reading about him in his career, but never really made it in the majors, bounced around with a couple teams and was out of the game young. 2-2 is the count on Stevens. Ground ball, Gordon, second base, over to first for the out, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. It will be Joe Gordon to lead this one off for the Indians, up 6-1. There's a strike inside corner. Fouled away. It's 0-2 on Joe. Right center field, that's hit there, and Dom DiMaggio, center fielder, has that one away. Jim Hegan now takes a strike and the ball. 1-1 is the count on him. That misses inside. It's 2-1 quickly on Hegan, and then he hits that to right field for the second out. 2 away, and here's Bob Lemon, and they're going to stand and applaud his fine outing. There's a ground ball over to Stevens, who throws over to first base, and we go to the top of the 9th. Lemon going for the complete game. That's hit over to center field. It's going to be actually Doby. It could have been Mitchell, but Doby calls him off for the out, and there's the first out. Lemon had a no-hitter going through the first 5 and something or other innings, and there's a ball to Billy Goodman. That died off, but he has a 3-hitter now. It's 2-1 now on Goodman, still hitting .450, and there's another strike. He's 1 for 3 today, 2-2, and there's a ball, full count. Hit to the left side, and that's another base hit for Goodman. So he's 2 for 4 today, and that will improve the average, hitting .500 in this game. Al Zarilla fouls one away, 0-1, and there's a ball. It's 1-1 on Al. Slider low, 2-1, and chases that one, just fouls it off, 2-2. Fly ball right field, Kennedy for the out, 2 gone, and Johnny Pesky is the last hope for the Red Sox, and he takes the ball. Goodman still on first. That's over to right center field. Doby tries to get there and just can't, and Goodman goes over to third. That means that the pitcher spot is up next. Frank Quinn, are they going to pinch hit for him? Yes, it will be Tommy O'Brien. We know about O'Brien. We've used him quite a bit, and O'Brien takes a ball high from 11 and swings and misses at a breaking ball. That's ripped over to a left center field between Mitchell and Doby. That'll be a double, and that will score 2, making this a 6-3 ball game. And Lou Stringer is the next batter up. So the Red Sox starting to come back as Stringer takes a strike and fouls one away. It's 0-2 on him. His sinker's low, 1-2. That one just misses. It's 2-2 on Lou. That's way outside, so full count. Just fouled away. And that's out, bounced in front of the plate. Lemon, the pitcher, has that and goes on to first for the out. And so the Indians do win this in the end. 6-3, the final score, was never really much of a game. And with that, the Indians and Red Sox, and I think perhaps the Yankees too, are all tied for first place. Yankees might actually be a half game out. I can't remember anymore. We'll figure all of this out. It'll come out in the wash. And this American League pennant race is getting better and better. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I'll talk with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.